Do you want to learn how to generate quality leads using long form videos? This is going to be the video for you. My name is Siddharth Rajshekar. I've been generating leads for many, many years. We have generated over 1 million leads using short form, long form video, got thousands of people to our webinars. And what I'm going to give you is just the essence of how you need to approach this game. The first part is I'm going to share with you on what are the important concepts. Then I'll be getting into a strategy on how to approach lead generation. Number three is the systems that you need. Number four is the actions that I'm going to give you so that you can take. And ultimately, how are you going to convert those leads into sales? I'm going to give you pointers on that. And if you stay till the end, I have something special for you. Okay, now if you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook or any other place, I just want you to type ready to learn in the comments so that I know that you're keen to learn on generating leads using long form videos. Type ready to learn and let's get started. So let's get into the first concept, which is I have three principles to share with you when it comes to long form video. Number one is before you even think about generating leads, you need to know who is your target market. Are you targeting students? Are you targeting entrepreneurs? Are you targeting homemakers? Are you targeting healers or working professionals? Once you understand who is your target market, then it's going to be much easier for you to go to the next step, which is you'll be able to identify and see if there's a product market fit. See, the purpose of lead generation is what? You want to attract the right quality person who will be ready to actually buy your product. So once you know what is your product, whether your product is a membership, like in my case, I'm selling memberships into communities, or you're selling a physical product, or you're selling a service, or you're selling some kind of done for you service or an agency. Once you know what your product is, and then you match and see who's the target market and what can make that product market fit work, and just map it all out, then your lead generation is going to be more effective. Okay. And the third principle, all of you need to keep in mind, is you can't buy trust. You can buy attention using ads and everything else, but you got to earn trust and you got to build that trust by adding value. So, one of the key factors, if you want to generate quality leads using long form content, is your content should be so precise and on point and so valuable that the person who's watching that long form content, anything that's above 5 or 10 minutes in duration, you should be able to hold their attention and they should be able to get the value and they should be able to do something then and there after that video. Okay. And even the purpose of me recording this video is to demonstrate that same thing to you. Okay. You're going to be spending the next 5-10 minutes with me in this video, and I'm going to give you the exact strategy. And I also want you to come from a webinar where I am generating leads. I want you to come to my webinar, attend my webinar, get educated, get engaged in the conversation that I have over there, and I want you to be a part of my community. Okay. So this is the concept. If all of you are clear on the concepts, just type clear in the comments wherever you're watching. Okay. The second piece is if you have to generate quality leads, you need to have the right strategy. When it comes to strategy, I look at this in four ways. Number one is your strategy it will be to list all the pain points. So, for example, if you're targeting mothers, and if you're helping mothers, say, get back into shape using yoga as your method, or that's what you're teaching others, list all the pain points that mothers would face. So maybe having low energy, having a lot of stress, balancing too many things at home, not eating right, lifestyle habits, or anything that is putting them out of balance, right? Once you make a list of those pain points, then the second step is a part of your strategy is to then design a lead magnet which is going to cater to that pain point. So if you know that your micro target market is a mother who wants to get back into shape, you can create something like a webinar. You can say the 6 ways to get back into shape in 90 days as a mom, or something like that, like a mom body reset masterclass or something like that. Okay. Or you can even create an ebook or a lead magnet or a something which can, or even a one-to-one call or a consultation where you just want to help the mother reset their body and reset their energy so that they can get back to their ideal shape. Okay. Then you do is you need to create a content calendar, because not everybody is going to be, not every mother out there is going to be ready to come into your world unless they see you 1 2 3 4 5 times. And for you to do that, design a content calendar. Maybe keep it very simple, one piece of content every single day, either a textual content or a video content, or it could also be a long form content twice in a week. Like, when I say long form, you're talking about long form. Let's say you're going to do 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week on YouTube, where you're going to be recording a 10-minute video like how I'm recording this video, and you put that into your content calendar. And the fourth step is then have a content framework. Like for me, if you look at my content framework, I'm first starting with the concepts, then I'm giving you the strategy, then I'm giving you the systems, then I'm giving you the actions, then there's a conversion, hook, and then something special towards the end. So when you're designing your long form content, let even the content framework be something like this, so that when somebody is watching that video, they're getting immense value and you're not going all over the place. Okay. Like I'm not using any too many b rolls in this video or anything like that. I'm just keeping it straight to the point. I'm connecting with you and you're looking forward to what's going to come next. So let your content framework also build a curiosity using mind maps like this, or you can even use like ppts and slides, and you can go to Canva and use those, those different tools. The third step is you need to build your lead generation system. And this is what I teach inside my courses in my community. So if you're not a part of my community, there's a link in the description in my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out, and you can join my community, my next webinar, be a part of a community, and I'll actually help you build these systems out. Okay. The first part is you got to build your lead capture system. So a lead capture system is, for example, when anybody goes, and they come to my webinar, for example, let me just show you an example of that. 1 minute, let me just share my other screen. Okay. Okay. So when people come for my webinar, when they come for my webinar landing page, what pretty much happens is there is a hook, there's a headline, there's a description, there is the like there are pointers on why people need to attend my webinar, and there's a button over there. When people click, they can give their name, their email, and phone number to register for the webinar. I'm sure you've registered for webinars like this before, or you've downloaded ebooks, or you've registered for workshops, or even bought uh, these 99 rupee 199 rupee workshops. So that is a lead capture system. Once your lead capture system is set up, and that's basically your landing page, okay, and your entire system to gather the leads need to go into an email marketing system. Okay. Now, the system what I'm using for email marketing is called ConvertKit. Okay, and in case you want to check this out, you can go to sidz.co/ConvertKit, and now they have renamed to kit.com, KIT, and just go and check out this tool, because all the leads that are coming to my landing page, they go into this email marketing system, where I have a nurturing sequence that really warms up these different leads that are coming into the system. And the third part of the system you need to have is your webinar system. So for me, I'm using Zoom. You can use EverWebinar, Webinar Jam, Demio. There are many systems out there. So, and again, depends on what your lead magnet is. Since I'm delivering the webinar as a lead magnet, I'm using that as my system. But if you're going to be delivering an ebook, then you need to have some kind of an ebook delivery system, or anything else that you're giving away. Or even if you're giving a free video, you need to host your video somewhere, or even if it's unlisted on YouTube, that's a part of your system. Okay. So if all of you got this piece, all of you just type the word system in the chat box, is you need to have, these are the three basic elements for lead generation system if you want to generate leads using long form videos. Next, we're going to go into the fourth part, which is what actions you need to take right now. And I'm going to give you a few simple actions which you can take to start generating leads really fast. Number one is, I want you to go to Chat GPT and type over there. I will not be able to demonstrate this on screen, but I'm going to show you. Go to Chat GPT and say, I am a yoga specialist, and I help mothers get back into shape using yoga techniques. Okay. List me the top 10 problems that mothers face when it comes to overcoming and becoming healthy, and convert those 10 pain points into questions that they may have in their mind, and so that I can use these questions to create videos. Okay. So when you throw this into ChatGPT is going to give you those 10 questions. And then the second step is, the second action for you here is record a 10-minute video just like this. Like right now, I am at the 8th minute of my video, but let's say you record a 10-minute video. Then once you've recorded the video, get the video. So basically you need to publish the video. So I'm going to also mention you publish the video. Okay. You can publish the video on YouTube, you can publish the video on Substack, you can publish the video on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on whichever other places that you want, and get the audience to your lead magnet. Whatever is your lead magnet, whether it's a webinar, whether it's an ebook, or whatever. Okay. And then the best part is, once you have shared, in fact, I'll make this as the third point. I'll just switch points over here. Okay. The third step is share the video on multiple platforms as a WhatsApp status. Okay. On Insta story, on Instagram, on Telegram, or wherever you have the influence, on Facebook, on Twitter, and then get more people to your lead magnet. Now, setting up the lead magnet may take you some time, but once it's done, it's just about creating consistent content. If all of you are clear on the actions, just type action in the comments below. Okay, if you've got the actions. Now that I've given you the actions, let's talk about conversions. See, the purpose of creating all of this is so that you can get more people to buy your products, right? So your conversion strategy is very simple. Number one is design a webinar which is highly informative, 90 minutes in duration, where your webinar has three pieces. You need to have a very strong intro where people need to get a strong reason on why they need to listen to you. Then you have your content, which is the bulk part of your webinar, where you need to really teach them something solid. And then you can have your offer, like what are you going to be selling to them at the end of that webinar. Okay, whether you're going to be selling a low ticket membership or an application form where you're going to sell high ticket later, you can decide on that. The second thing is you got to design the offer. Now, what are the elements of a very what are the elements of an irresistible offer? Is the offer needs to basically solve their pain points. Okay, it needs to be structured, and it also you need to know how to break down the price. Okay, or let's look at it this way: build up value and break down price. So when you design the offer this way, and you'll be able to see that in my webinar, when you attend my next webinar, you'll be able to see that's exactly what I do. Is at the end of my webinar, I build up the value of what I'm actually offering, which is very catered to solving the pain point that my audience is facing. Then I break down the price, and then I have something called as a limiter, where when anyone buys within that particular time period, they get something special. Okay, they get a special discount. They're able to access something more, so that people take action during the time that they're there. So that's how you convert. And then the next thing is upsell. So let's say if somebody has attended your webinar and they have not bought anything, you can always invite them to something else, give another lead magnet where you can upsell them later. Or even if they have bought your product and come into your system, see if you can offer something of a higher value after you've invited them, or after you've added value to them for what they've purchased. So for example, I have a diamond certification which I upsell to my level 1 or level 2 students, and that actually creates a profitability, you know to for me to feed back the engine. For example, the lead capture system, whatever profits I generate now, the higher value product is going to generate profits. Okay, whatever profits I generate over here is what I'm going to be reinvesting back into generating leads, because that's what is going to be, making the business engine work. Okay, because if you just have one product or one offer, you're not going to generate any positive cash flow from that. So now that you've got the entire insights on how do you design or how do you generate leads using long form videos, and I've actually demonstrated that in this long form video, now it is my turn to generate the lead. So if you're somebody here watching this on Facebook or YouTube or any other place on LinkedIn, uh, I want to invite you to my webinar. It's called AI Coach Launchpad. When you come into this webinar, I'll teach you all the building blocks of how do you launch a knowledge business in the next 90 days. If you go to sidz.co/live, you can attend the webinar, and I will see you over there. I hope you found this video useful. Please share this with your family and friends or anybody else you feel that can benefit from this, and I'll see you in my next video.